Hey everyone, it's your favorite stylist here, ready to help you conquer the world one hairstyle at a time. Confused about which hairstyle suits you best? Don't worry, we've got you covered. In this video, I'm going to break down the secrets to finding a hairstyle that'll have you looking and feeling like $1,000,000. We're talking about face shapes, hair types, and all the tips and tricks to make sure you leave the salon feeling like the best version of yourself. Alright, before we even talk about cuts or styles, we've got to start with the basics. Your face shape. It's literally the foundation of your whole look, and trust me, knowing your face shape is like having a cheat code for amazing hair. Now, there are a bunch of different face shapes out there, but don't worry, I'm not going to overwhelm you with a million options. Let's focus on the most common ones: oval, round, square, and heart-shaped. First up, we got the oval face. Lucky you guys, you can pretty much rock any hairstyle. Your face is balanced and proportional, so go wild. Experiment with different lengths, textures, whatever your heart desires. Next, we have the round face. The goal here is to create the illusion of length and definition. Think volume on top, maybe a side part to create some angles. Avoid anything too short or too wide, which can accentuate the roundness. Moving on to my square-jawed kings. You guys have a strong jawline, which is super masculine and attractive. We want to work with that, not against it. Undercuts and side parts are your best friends, adding some sharpness and definition. And last but not least, we got the heart-shaped face. You guys have a wider forehead that narrows down to a more pointed chin. To balance that out, try hairstyles that add a little width around the jawline. Textured cuts and longer styles usually work really well. Remember, this is just a starting point. Everyone's face is unique, so don't be afraid to play around and find what works best for you. Now that we've got the face shape basics down, let's dive into some specific hairstyles that look killer on each one. Remember, these are just suggestions, so feel free to get creative and put your own spin on things. For my oval-faced friends, like I said, you have a lot of freedom. A classic quiff is always a good choice, adding some volume and height. Or if you're feeling a little more edgy, go for a fade on the sides with some length on top. The possibilities are endless. Round faces, we're looking for hairstyles that elongate and slim down the face. Think volume on top, like a pompadour or a textured crop. A side part can also help to create the illusion of length. And remember, avoid anything too short or too wide, which can make your face look rounder. Square faces, you guys can totally rock a sharp and angular haircut. An undercut with a side part is a classic look that will accentuate your strong jawline. Or if you prefer something a little longer, a slick back style with some volume on top can look super sophisticated. Heart-shaped faces, we want to balance out that wider forehead with some volume around the jawline. Textured cuts and longer styles are your best bet here. A messy fringe or some layers around the ears can work wonders. And don't be afraid to experiment with different lengths and textures. Remember, the key is to choose a hairstyle that complements your face shape and makes you feel confident and stylish. Alright, so we've talked about face shapes, but we can't forget about another crucial factor: your hair type. Just like your face shape, your hair type plays a huge role in determining which hairstyles will look best on you. So let's break it down into the four main hair types: straight, wavy, curly, and coily. First up, we got my straight-haired peeps. You guys have the most versatile hair type, which means you can pretty much rock any hairstyle. From sleek and polished to messy and textured, the options are endless. Just make sure you're using products that are designed for your hair type to keep it looking its best. Next, we have wavy hair. This hair type has a natural bend to it, which can create some really cool texture and movement. To enhance your waves, try using a sea salt spray or a curl cream. And when it comes to haircuts, anything from a shoulder-length cut to a longer layered style can look amazing. Curly hair, you guys have some of the most gorgeous and unique hair out there. To keep your curls looking their best, make sure you're using products that are specifically designed for curly hair. And when it comes to haircuts, look for styles that will enhance your natural curl pattern, like a layered cut or a diffuser. And last but not least, we got my coily hair kings and queens. Your hair is super defined and has a tight curl pattern. To keep your coils hydrated and healthy, make sure you're using a moisturizing shampoo and conditioner. And when it comes to styling, protective styles like braids, twists, or locks are always a good choice. Okay, so You've found the perfect hairstyle that complements your face shape and hair type, but before you run to the salon, there's one more crucial thing to consider: your lifestyle and maintenance routine. Let's be real. Not everyone has hours to spend on their hair every morning. If you're someone who's always on the go, you're going to want to choose a hairstyle that's quick and easy to style. Think shortcuts, fades, or styles that can be easily styled with your fingers and a little bit of product. On the other hand, if you don't mind spending a little extra time on your hair, you have more options. You could go for a longer, more styled look, or even experiment with different hair colors and textures. Another thing to consider is how often you're willing to get your hair cut. Shorter cuts will require more frequent trims to maintain their shape, while longer styles can go a bit longer between appointments. And finally, think about the products you're willing to use. If you're someone who prefers a low-maintenance routine, you might want to stick with basic products like shampoo, conditioner, and maybe a styling cream. But if you're down to experiment with different products and styling techniques, there's a whole world of hair products out there for you to explore. Alright, so you've considered your face shape, hair type, and lifestyle, but you're still feeling a little unsure about which hairstyle to choose. Don't worry, I've got one more trick up my sleeve. Virtual hairstyle apps. These apps are seriously game changers because they let you try on different hairstyles before you commit to anything. There are tons of different virtual hairstyle apps out there, so I recommend trying out a few to find one that you like. Once you've downloaded an app, simply upload a photo of yourself and start experimenting with different hairstyles. You can try on different lengths, colors, even facial hairstyles. These apps are also super helpful for communicating with your stylist. If you find a hairstyle you love, you can show it to your stylist and get their expert opinion on whether it would work for you. Plus, it can help to avoid any miscommunications or surprises when you're in the salon chair. So, there you have it, everything you need to know to find the perfect hairstyle for you. Remember to consider your face shape, hair type, lifestyle, and don't be afraid to experiment. And there you have it, my friends. We've covered everything from identifying your face shape to matching it with the perfect hairstyle. Remember to consider your hair type and lifestyle, and don't be afraid to use those awesome virtual tools to experiment before taking the plunge. Your perfect hairstyle is just a decision away. Start exploring now. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for more game-changing grooming tips from Groom Zen. Until next time, stay handsome.